Greetings, fellow gamers. This is the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. Today, I will be bringing you a review of the indie mystery virtual novel Aviary Attorney. Aviary Attorney was released on Steam on December 21st, 2015 by developer-publisher Sketchy Logic. If you have been following, I'm back on track with 29 here, and we're just going to go ahead and start from here and finish out the year with a daily review. So if you're looking for a new review every day, this will be the place to come. For today, we have Aviary Attorney, and this game was not reviewed using a key provided by the developer or publisher. It was a game from my own account that somebody actually got me for Christmas, so woohoo, Merry Christmas all. And this one was actually a lot of fun, and it was very funny and beautiful visually, and the music as well. Top notch. There's some great piano score. I believe I heard some Hitchcock in there. It was great, and the visuals are awesome. Basically, what you have here is it's set in the 1800s, and you are quite obviously a bird, and you are an attorney. Now, this has drawn a lot of comparisons to like Hatoful, Boyfriend, and it really doesn't. That's not necessary because I think we're the only birds. The attorney is the only bird, and his sidekick are the only two birds. The rest are different types of animal creatures. So it's like a whole animal kingdom you're dealing with here, not just a colony of birds. And I've never played Hatoful, by the way, or Pheonix Wright. Another game I've heard this compared to is the Pheonix Wright series of games, Ace Attorney, something like that. But I've never played any of those either. This is just this one here. So Aviary Attorney, though, is just absolutely a blast. The visuals are solid. The sound is solid. The story is fantastic. You go through and you're a lawyer, so you've got to do some investigating and some detective work. And then, of course, there's this whole trial set up, and you have to also go through the actual stages of the trial. I mean, not like a detailed version of a trial, but you do go through some things like some interrogating of the witnesses and some cross-examining, and you try and sway the jury to your side, and it even touches on how, and it's not necessarily important whether or not your client was guilty, just that you bring enough facts to the surface and or sway the jury your way, really. But anyways, that's basically your goal here. You get to move around a little map, and you can do some different investigating from the crime scenes and whatnot, and talk to different people, and just kind of try and piece it together. And you're going to want to remember exactly what it is that you are, picking up, the information that you're picking up, because it's going to come in handy during that trial section when you're going through the interrogating or the cross-examining of the witnesses. Is you're going to have options to try and trip them up in their in their testimony, but at that same time, you don't want to get caught stalling as well. If they catch you just kind of poking around looking for the answer by guessing, it's not going to work out well for you, and you're going to upset the judge and the jury, and your whole case and trial is going to go right down the tube. So you have to be really careful what you're doing. It's a very smart game in its own right. The writing is witty. There's tons of puns. If you don't like puns, you're going to want to stay far away from this one. But there are just tons of animal puns and puns galore. And I'm a big fan of this game. I had heard there was going to be some issues at release, and then the developers really seem to have taken care of it, in my opinion. It was delayed a couple of days because there was some really game-breaking things going on, and they wanted to make sure that when it got out, it was, not playable. It has to be a playable game. Then there was another issue where there is an ending that you can get to that isn't quite complete, and I do think that is a problem. But the developer has been very, very active, and they've updated the game pretty frequently since it came out. And I'm excited to see what else they can bring to it, and what else this whole studio is going to have. The Sketchy Logic studio I'm impressed. I'm liking this a lot. I've had a lot of fun. There's multiple acts to the game. Give it a try. Even if virtual novels aren't your thing, if you just like good humor and a good story, this may hook you. Give it a shot. A 5 out of 5 for me, and it is one of the visual novels that I truly believe is worth the $20 price tag. Go ahead and pick this one up. It's a lot of fun, and it makes you think a lot. It's worth it. Every penny. Trust me. I hope you had a happy holidays. This has been the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. Do the subscribe and thumbs up thing if you're enjoying this here, and we'll see you next time around. Happy gaming.